Ryan, and this is the biggest nootropics channel on the web. Check us out on the web, livecortex.com. Remember, every shred of information we put on this channel is brought to you by a couple products. Number one, we have a nootropic stack. It is called Cortex. I mean, look, if you just want verbal fluency, motivation, mental energy, brain fluidity, mood, you got to buy Cortex right now. $33 at the website. Coupon code FIVE saves you some money, getting you a bottle for $28. If you need my help personally on formulating custom stacks that'll actually work for you, and then just working with you to get those tailored stacks dialed in, get the Nootropics Consulting Service. That is what it's for. $49.99 at livecortex.com. If you're new to nootropics, 3 options, kind of in an ascending order, from small to the biggest one. Smarter, Better, Faster digital book we wrote for people that are new. Downloadable book, teaches you everything about nootropics. The Nootropic Starter Pack, which is Smarter, Better, Faster plus Cortex, our stack. Or the Nootropic Starter Pack Pro, which is Cortex, our stack, Smarter, Better, Faster, the RACETAM God Guide, 80+ RACETAM stacks, stack list, best collection of powerful nootropic stacks on the web that we've ever put out, and a consult with me. That is an elite level pro package, Nootropic Starter Pack Pro. And if you are a man and you're looking to boost testosterone, I mean, look, if you want to spring out of bed, be motivated for life, have sex drive back like when you were 20, just like want to accomplish things and conquer the world, you got to race test. We figured out a protocol for it. Took a while, a little complex, but it works. It's called the Viking Testosterone Protocol, and that's $140 at livecortex.com. Get it now. If you got the opportunity to do it, we got to schedule you in soon. All right, so let's talk about RACETAMs. Major point I want to make, and this has come obviously with a lot of my own experience and then experience looking at consulting clients. There's just so much information that I get from consulting people on nootropics and then kind of watching them get the right stacks that work for them with my guidance and that whole experimentation, the stack formulation process. And one of the major points is that the first of all, generally in nootropics, the right doses of the stuff that you're taking is going to get you where you need to be. But the wrong doses is going to leave you discouraged and feeling like nootropics aren't working for you. And in a lot of cases, folks throw away particular compounds, meaning like they don't mess with them anymore because they just couldn't find the right combination of stuff because they didn't have a methodology backing them and how to formulate the stacks. So the right RACETAM dose, and let's just talk about aniracetam and oxyracetam. Those are like the two that really, really work for this, can put your brain in a place where you are steps ahead of yourself, but not in a way that's too fast, but in a way where you just know what you're gonna say next, you know what you're gonna do next. You've sort of got the whole thing planned out in your head. Now, this is particularly relevant for giving speeches. We've got a guy that we consult who recently had this experience where, he has a whole work day of stuff that he's gotta do. He's like very, very productive. The demand on his brain is pretty substantial, and he's an older dude, so it's like, even more so that he needs to optimize his brain. But later on the day, sometimes he gives long talks. And in that state, after having expended energy, he needs his brain to be on point. So we're working with a pretty basic aniracetam, alpha GPC, theacrine stack. And we tailored the doses and worked. It didn't really take very long because I kind of just listened to what he was saying and then figured out the doses. We maybe changed the doses once or twice or something to get it perfect. This guy goes up and speaks, knows what he's going to say next, just has a whole mental hold on what to do. That's what's so exciting about finding the right RACETAM combination and nootropics in general, because you're able to just sort of see things before they happen. You're able to compartmentalize easier. You're able to have this bigger picture of brain function that just allows you to function well. When I'm taking the right nootropic stack, I mean, doing these videos, like you guys can tell, that's how my brain is functioning. I know what's coming next. I know what points I need to make. There is no gaps between my thinking processes. It just sort of comes out. That's because even when I'm sitting here talking to you, my brain is in the background processing the next step and the next step. That's what I mean. So experimentation with RACETAMs is pretty critical. The experimentation process that we suggest again is you've got to start somewhere, and your somewhere is based on usually how you respond to nootropics in general. So, you know, if a guy goes, I took a gram of oxyracetam and 500 milligrams of alpha GPC, it worked great for 2 days, then I started feeling lethargy, we know to keep the gram of oxyracetam absolutely where it is, but to take the alpha GPC dose down so that lethargy doesn't pop up. You know, we take it down to, I mean, I would knock that down to like 200 to see where you're at. See how long the stack is good until you get cholinergic lethargy again. Then maybe realizing you have to actually take the alpha GPC dose down to like 80 milligrams, and that's the sweet spot. As long as you're not taking it for 5 days a week or 6 days a week, you should have other stacks to alternate between, but that stack stays relatively the same in terms of its effects. And then you can take that stack out of the experimentation protocol, put it in the, this is what works for me reservoir, and then you're good to go. But the main point I want to make is like, yeah, man, I guess there are other compounds that allow that to happen, like the right dose of Nupep, some alpha GPC, some theacrine B complex, a little bit of triacyleuridine, many other stacks, the TIU limitless stack. Plenty of stacks allow you to be multiple steps ahead of yourself, but not in a way that's too fast, but in a way that you just know what's coming next because you've sectioned it out in your head. But there's nothing quite like finding the right doses of N-racetam and accompanying synergistic additional components and accompanying cofactors like choline sources. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. The stack in this particular situation is 500 milligrams N-racetam, 80 milligrams of alpha GPC, 125 milligrams theacrine, right? That just happened to be the perfect dose for this guy. And he steps ahead of himself. His brain functions awesome. Hope that makes sense. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, guys, specials on product, Cortex Nootropic Stack. Everything in a pre-made stack. You don't have to weigh stuff out. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Convenience is king when it comes to stacks. You just take 2 capsules and your brain turns on. $33 at livecortex.com. If you need a discount, totally fine. Coupon code 5, F-I-V-E. Takes it down to $28. If you need my help on this, formulating custom tailored stacks for you, working with you until they're perfect, get the Nootropics consulting service. That is $49.99 at livecortex.com. 40-minute call with me, 15 follow-up email correspondences. And if you're new to nootropics, either buy Smarter, Better, Faster, the Nootropic Starter Pack, which is Smarter, Better, Faster plus Cortex. What a package deal. And then the Emperor of Package Deals, basically an elite level nootropics package for nootropics enthusiasts. It's called the Nootropic Starter Pack Pro. That gets you Cortex, Smarter, Better, Faster, the RACETAM God Guide, Stack List, and a consult with me. $89.99. Could not have formulated a better deal. And then lastly, if you're a man and you're suffering from motivation issues, energy issues, issues in the gym, being too fatigued, not having libido, not having sex drive, not building muscle, not having erection quality, all that stuff is testosterone, man. Like, I plead with people. If you're above the age of 30, even if you're below and you're feeling a deficiency in those areas, like, it's like you have to maintenance it and raise it. This has to be a conscious effort unless you're going to go on TRT for your whole life, which you don't want to do that because you'll have to be doing it for the rest of your life or get on estrogen blockers if you get off of it. It's just not a sound thing to do unless you can afford it. Like, totally fine. Most folks don't want to take that route. We've got an alternate route. It's called the Viking Testosterone Protocol. $140, livecortex.com. I need to get you in the schedule if you're thinking about doing it. It is booking quick. Go to livecortex.com, order the package. We'll reach out to you about the first call, and we'll go from there. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you next time.